Hello and welcome to a rather exciting replay of World of Warships. In this game, it is Bronze League ranked. This happened a couple of weeks back, and here I am in the Massachusetts, very well-renowned secondaries battleship for Tier 8. And this match is absolutely going to go my way the whole time. And I am very thrilled about that. I just don't know it yet because the match only just began. I actually don't like this map that much. It's not bad. I have other maps that I prefer a lot less. I am grateful that I get to go to the A cap here, because what else is there for a secondary battleship to do on this map? Everything else is pretty wide open. But the destroyer battles on A are the stuff of legends, so we're going to go take a piece of that shortly. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit here. We don't have to wait on the route over. Looking to see some ships appear over there. And the mines shows up, but not able to do much with him. He's just far away and he's turned out, not a big deal. But we see Loyang in the A cap, where we're headed. And we know Tirpitz is on his way over there as well. So we stay undetected here. We don't make any rash decisions, but we just want to get into the A cap and start messing some things up. Our friendly Loyang over here set a very thorough smoke screen. He's also taken a little bit of damage so far, but nothing you can't buff out. And we're about to engage with the Tirpitz over here. Now, me personally, I'm having a hard time deciding which ships to target with my main battery. Knowing that I have secondaries that'll do a lot of the work, I'm not looking to spend my main battery frivolously. Of course, when I do finally decide to throw it somewhere, I only get one penetration. That's classy as always, World of Warships. But I start to realize that everybody else is on the other side of the map. We've seen all 6 enemies now. Le Terrible, I'm sure I didn't pronounce that right, have not learned French pronunciation yet, but he's all the way over there. Atlantico just crossed A little while ago, Mainz was over there, and North Carolina is in the middle of the map somewhere, so we know that all that's around the A cap right now is Tirpitz and Loyang. So we're going to push that a little bit. We're going to push that, we're going to bully them. Loyang, friendly Loyang, is able to cap for us as me and the friendly Tirpitz take some of the heat off, fighting the enemy Tirpitz. And so far, this is just a pretty normal, stock, standard match. Nothing crazy has happened yet. But don't worry. Do not worry. Tirpitz, of course, is running for his goddamned life, probably begging his teammates for some kind of support. Of course, his friendly Loyang knows better. He knows what's good for him, so he doesn't show himself at any point. And for all we know, he is halfway over to Timbuktu by now. Have not seen him in a while. We did see, ostensibly, some of his torpedoes a while back, but they horrendously missed. I'm not sure what the reload is on Loyang torpedoes. I could check, but it's just not that important right now. In full view of, like, me and the friendly other Massachusetts, this Tirpitz is going down. And he goes down on my terms. Very exciting. Meanwhile, the Le Terrible, the awful, the horrible, whatever you want to call him, takes out our friendly Russian cruiser over there. Well, we already have A, and we've chased out every enemy in a several kilometer radius. So it's time to cross the middle. It's time to cross the plain and get some stuff done elsewhere. I'm going to jump ahead again a little bit because absolutely nothing happens until we cross the corner here, and now we're going to take on the North Carolina. The Loyang was finally spotted somewhere around that rock. I don't have my cursor visible, but you know, you can see the map in the bottom right corner. So we know Loyang has been running for its life, and it sets up a smoke screen on the left, so we have a pretty good idea. But in the meantime, we're just going to focus on the North Carolina. Low-hanging fruit it may be, but I am hungry. And it's got 2 Massachusetts and our Loyang on its ass. And perhaps our friendly Tirpitz as well, who is looking for the Loyang but has nothing else to do in the meantime. So this North Carolina is not long for this world. Mines takes out our Akizuki, unfortunately for him. But don't worry, we're not even going to need that guy. That's the best part. North Carolina is getting absolutely chewed to shreds. And by a wonderful twist of fate, the kill is awarded to me with one of the fires that my secondaries had set. And then the Mines steps up. He wants the punishment next. Even though I had HE loaded and I'm not running gun feeder on this commander, I just fire it anyway, and that did a pretty decent amount of damage, actually. So Mines is absolutely going to be next, and I did put in the AP after that shot. He's turning out now, so hard to tell if that was the right move, but shells hurt, man. Why not I just fire at the Atlantico instead? I get some shots off before he goes behind that island, and then Loyang is spotted out there in the distance. That's a little bit far for me, so I'm going to worry on what's more imminently threatening. The Le Terrible shows up to my right, and I got 2 ships to my left. My secondary gunners are tired at this point. I'm sure they are beside themselves. But they keep up the good work, by all means. Friendly Massachusetts goes down. It is 3 versus 4, but the enemy team has less than half the health, the total health pool that we do. And I'm able to even the odds with the secondaries on the French destroyer over here. I correctly predict the torpedoes. I played this match a couple weeks ago, so I didn't remember my real-time thought process, but I assume that's why I was headed in this direction towards sea the whole time. I think the moment that I saw that destroyer, I decided to bow outwards to avoid any potential torpedoes, and even though the one scraped by me, did pretty good taking him down. Our team is not so sure. They're busy hyping each other up and sending motivational phrases. You guys got this. Our Loyang sounds sarcastic about it, sure. Yeah, whatever. Well, we certainly got the Mines, if nothing else. Down to just the Loyang and the Atlantico. And I now turn your attention to the 4 destruction medals I've been able to earn so far. Now, by no means did I carry this match. My team absolutely did a very large portion of all the damage and of all the participation. I am absolutely not taking all the credit, but it is at this moment, while I was playing, that I realized that I have 4 out of the 4 kills for our team. And I was feeling pretty good about that. And I did not expect to kill the Loyang, because I figure the Loyang is probably going to try to be an asshole to me and not give me an extra kill, and she's just going to run away. I was pretty sure that's what was going to happen. So we're just going to focus on the Atlantico for now, excuse me. And that's a Kraken. You guys got this. Notice that the replay viewer is bugged right now. It shows the enemy team as having 840 some odd points and counting a lot more rapidly. That is a bug. The scores are swapped. So we have cap advantage, we have points advantage. The game is going to end very soon, no matter what. And I assume that Loyang is drawing out the match as long as he can to be a dick. But all the same, we're going to try to chase him down anyway. Just in case. Just in case he gives that golden opportunity. Of course, the enemy team is taking it pretty hard, and they're not sure who to blame. But they're not too happy with their own performance. I'm sorry to hear that. Sometimes it just happens. But now I'm out for blood. And now I'm detected, so I know Loyang is somewhere around in this direction within my detection radius, but that's not necessarily close. Well, it turns out that it's 10 kilometers away. That's certainly within secondary range for me, but will my secondaries get the job done before my teammates do? Hit once, hit twice, sold! That's a kraken and a half for this ranked battle. And that has to be one of the largest sums of credits I've ever gotten from a single battle with blue boosters on. So 1.4 million credits and 145,000 damage. The damage department was not what was impressive with that match, of course. It was a very decent number, to be sure, but the rest of my team absolutely participated. Well, according to the base XP, well, anyway, most of that, a very large chunk of that damage was secondary damage and fire damage, by the way. Probably most of which against the Tirpitz early on, and a little bit of it on the North Carolina as well. I think the most impressive thing to me is that I don't think my teammates ever gave me any of those kills. Now, some of them I just straight up stole, and I apologize for that. I do not control the speed at which lobsters die, okay? You know, if we're all shooting at a target, only Wargaming and God knows who is going to get credited with each of those kills. But the Loyang at the end, you know, my team absolutely had right of first refusal on that one. And RNGesus could have said, no, your main battery does not hit that destroyer at 10.5 kilometers away. That's not going to happen today. But all the planets aligned for me to give you one of my favorite replays I've ever had in World of Warships. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.